everybody. Welcome to the Web3 and AI Business Show brought to you by TokenMinds. My name is Rob, and I have with me, as usual, Hamang. Hi, Hamang. Welcome.
Hello, hi Rob, and greetings everyone. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, today we're just going to quickly walk through our article here on tokenization in financial services, how enterprises can modernize their finance with blockchain. This is a topic that has been out there for a while, for the last several years, but recently we have some more updates on that, on certain regulatory environments that are starting sandbox programs around this, which obviously is an essential part to make tokenization work. But let's do a quick introduction here. What is tokenization? So basically, it brings traditional assets like real estate, stocks, bonds, commodities, currencies onto blockchain rails. So this basically removes the need for a middleman. It's cutting costs. It's easy to track, to audit, and this obviously is the next step in finance to connect traditional finance to decentralized finance in order to have this 24/7 global liquidity. So let's move on a little bit on the technical infrastructure that would be needed for this. Can you walk us through that, Hamad?
Oh, yep, definitely. So the first and most important infrastructure requirement for this is to have a wallet access. So you can the every user who is going to interact with the real world asset needs to have a wallet. Now these wallets can be made in a certain kind of type. You can have a custodial wallet where the user won't even know if you're using a wallet. It's going to be handled by the backend. And then comes the part smart contract. So this wallet is just going to be linked with a smart contract, and then that smart contract is going to be molded so that it can transfer the assets, it can check them, and then there's going to be the audit trail so that these rules can't be changed. And then comes a part of the regulatory approved updates, and also most importantly is the KYC and AML features. Like you need to have some KYC and AML infused inside your system so that it works accordingly. So these are few of the technical infrastructure around it.
Yeah, exactly. And on the last item, this is where basically the regulators come in as well to basically approve certain integration with the traditional ways of how the commodity or how the assets are managed right now. For example, when we talk about real estate, for title change based on certain transactions made on the blockchain to automatically update those, because obviously they need to be traceable at any time, but apart from that, they need to be private. So that's where, for example, Cardano Midnight comes in with zero knowledge proofs to actually allow that institutional trading on the blockchain in a privacy and compliant way. So this is going to be a very interesting time ahead. And if you or your company is in one of those environments like Vietnam or the EU or Kazakhstan or Hong Kong or others where they have sandbox for these type of programs, we definitely encourage you to join them and to use firms like TokenMinds for the technical aspect because it's coming, and once it's coming, this is going to be a big deal for finance as a next step ahead. We have some predictions here from BCG that 2030 is supposed to be a $16 trillion market for RWAs. So yeah, let's, as a final thing, maybe Haman, we can talk a little bit on the challenges for bringing RWAs on chain.
Yep, definitely. So the first challenge and the foremost challenge is of course the compliance and the regulatory fragmentation. Like there are countries where you need to be defined on like specific differences in regulation. So you need to make sure that everything is coming under one umbrella. Then comes the integration cost. Like we know that a lot of countries still have them into the paper book, so they're still not modernized. And then to bring that into Web3, it poses a huge challenge onto the top of that. And then also there's also one more challenge, which is the education. Like you need to educate people about what is the use cases of it and how to also use it. And then comes the liquidity depth. Like the secondary markets are still forming, or and in fact still inside the blockchain we see that the liquidity is separated into different blockchains. So we need to get them under all the similar blockchain, or maybe facilitate that they are easily to swap from one to another. And then also the governance complexity, that the smart contract upgrades must be controlled and the smart contracts must be available. So far these kind of things are already made in contact. Like you can have proxy upgrades on the smart contract. There are various protocols through which you can do it. So these are a few of the challenges that poses into this.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, right now is an interesting time that we're actually getting there from a technical perspective to do this in a compliant way. We have some regulators that are starting these programs. So basically, the next wave in finance is in front of our doorstep. Very exciting times. And thank you everybody for listening and watching. I encourage you to also check more information in the article on our TokenMinds blog or contact us directly. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.